The Brikama Area Council, in collaboration with partners, launched a tree planting initiative on Saturday to address the pressing environmental challenges facing the West Coast region. The initiative, dubbed Brikama Area Council Green Initiative, aims to achieve the environmental conservation, foster climate-resilient communities, and restore the region's lost forest cover. The tree planting exercise was led by the chairman of the Brikama Area Council, lawyer Yankuba Darboe. It began at the council's premises and then proceeded to Tanje, Sifo, and Pirang, where hundreds of trees and coconuts were planted. Shortly after planting the first tree at the council's premises, Mr. Darboe said the Brikama Area Council Green Initiative is a long-term commitment to environmental sustainability.
So what we are doing today, it's we as humans, our activities have been contributing towards what we call climate change. And we all know that this is now affecting almost all of us. We have seen that the rains are very unpredictable now. The patterns have all changed. And this year the predictions are that we are going to have gaps, and these gaps are going to be long, and that the rain is going to be a lot heavier than usual and is going to cause a lot of disasters. Now, the only thing we can attribute to the cause of this thing is that of the climate change. What that means is that we have been deforesting our forests and not reforesting them. And that's why this initiative is conceived mainly for us to now also contribute towards helping our climate by planting trees, because trees, they are what generates the environment, the conducive environment that enables us to have the usual rainfalls that we do or we would like to have. And then also they enable us to attain what we call a better temperatures. Because
Chairman Yankuba Darboe went on to say that the trees they would be planting would create a paradise on earth for the people of the West Coast region and beyond.
The Brikama Area Council Green Initiative, which is growing. I initially drafted it as planting, but now I change it to growing for a sustainable future. This moment marks a significant milestone in our collective journey towards a clean, greener, healthier, and more harmonious world. Our planet's delicate ecosystem are a treasure we must safeguard. Today, as we gather under the open sky, or rather clouded sky, surrounded by the beauty of nature, we pledge to do just that. With the guidance of relevant stakeholders, the dedication of each person here present, we embark on a mission that resonates with the very heartbeat of our planet Earth. In the days or just moments to come, we will dig into the soil, gently cradle young saplings in our hands, and place them into the earth. These simple acts will set in motion a cascade of positive effects. The trees we plant or we grow will become guardians of our air we breathe, purifying it for us and for generations to come. They will serve as heavens for diverse wildlife, preserving the web of life that sustains our planet.
The National Environmental Agency NEA, a partner of the Brikama Area Council, which is empowered to take direct action on environmental impact assessment, environmental quality and monitoring standards, and the importation and use of pesticides and hazardous chemicals. The NEA is supporting the Brikama Area Council Green Initiative by providing 5,520 coconut seedlings to be planted in Tanje, Gunjur, Sanyang, and Katong. These seedlings will help to improve the environment and provide a source of income for local local communities. Dr. Dauda Baji, the Executive Director of the National Environmental Agency NEA, has warned that coastal areas are more vulnerable to natural disasters and urged coastal communities to take full responsibility for the planted coconut trees.
So in a sense, we have a very, very limited amount of coast that we need to protect. And the way we are doing it has a long-term reflection of what our children or our grandchildren are going to see. And somebody mentioned here, in the next few years, if you don't do something better, most of the people who live around the coast will no more be there. And we have seen that. And some of the tsunamis or whatever that happened, the people that normally are affected are the people who are living around the coast. That's where the whole thing. And ironically, everybody wants to leave the coast because want to be seeing the sea or whatever. And today we are here to see what can we do to protect our coastline for ourselves and the future generation of this country. And as you know, even impact of climate change is a challenge for all of us as a country and the world over. So it is important for us to look at these things clearly and know that whatever we are doing it is also in line with what the government policies are in terms of addressing issues related to climate change. Therefore, the villages of Tanje, Sanyang, Gunjur, Katong, and all other communities that are within the coast, particularly the West Coast region, should take this thing as a serious situation so that they'll be served as example to other communities. The National Environment Agency is for everybody in this country, but at least we have to start from somewhere. And we don't want to come here after 1 year or after 6 months and realize that all these coconuts that are planted here are either dead or about to die. And that's why I'm not want to use a phrase, I'm not want to call them coconut planting. I want to use it as growing of coconut, which means when you plant it, it has to grow. So instead of planting, you have to think about how we are growing this plant. Because if you plant it and leave, then the coconut is dead. But if you grow with it, then that's when you expect the thing to go up to when it's going to benefit all of us. So we have to change the slogan of planting of this tree, but to growing of these coconuts that are almost 5,000 seedlings.
Meanwhile, Mr. Kemo Fatou, an environmental and climate change advocate, said the Banjul Declaration, a commitment to protect the environment made by Gambia's first President Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara, has been ignored by the authorities as mining continues in coastal areas, destroying the environment.
This is the Banjul Declaration. This was declared in 1977 by Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara, and it was geared towards protecting our fauna, some of the big cats that were here. But today we are not having the leopards around. Even to see rabbits now is becoming difficult. If this trend continues, will our children even see lizards? This is a reflection that we have to think of. More and more the desert is coming. Our lands are getting degraded. We cannot feed ourselves simply because we have tampered with the natural vegetation. Some of our last sand dunes that are along the coastline have been wiped off with mining, and there are no laws or whatever protection put in there. We have seen instances when the National Environment Agency have taken steps to bring culprits that destroy our environments, but we have seen how they have been interjected by authorities beyond them, and they are not able to do the proper functioning or the execution of their duties. This is something that we must all, as citizens of this nation, condemn and ensure that what we are doing for the interest of the country stands still.
Rapid urban development and deforestation are contributing to climate change vulnerabilities. The Brikama Area Council Green Initiative is a crucial effort to mitigate these impacts. The council will work collaboratively with ward committees and village development committees. Councillors will mobilize relevant stakeholders to encourage active participation from all communities in the region. The initiative focuses on encouraging individuals to plant at least one tree within their compounds. This will help to foster a sense of ownership and responsibility towards environmental preservation. Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Landin Cisse.